Good morning, guys. Today is Sunday, August the 7th, right? Yeah, August the 7th. Today's tinkering day with the van. So, I decided that our support wall, or whatever you want to call this, back here is not strong enough. And if we were to get into an accident, things might come flying forward, and that wouldn't be good. So today I'm going to reinforce my supports system here between the EcoFlow and the Blue Eddy. And then I'm going to run cables over it from the front to the back and anchor it down basically with wire. So here's a better shot. That's where we have the Delta mounted on the floor. I'm going to use this system here, which has a loop on it, and I'll screw it in here. And then I'll run a cable up through here around to the back and anchor it back there too. Kind of like what I have right now here on the Blue Eddy. Also moved over the hose because when we pulled out the compost toilet, it was hitting my splitter and jarring it loose. So all in all, though, the Blue Eddy has been performing beautifully, and the Delta, no problems at all. Also found out last night too, talking to a friend of mine at my old job. He's the sound man at the concert, APCAL concert hall. It's not really a hall, it's outdoors. It's an outdoor concert venue. He's has I guess a trailer, and he's into solar, and he's running regular lithium batteries. But we were talking about cycling. What do the manufacturers consider a cycle? For those of you who don't know, a cycle is what we determined is when a battery drains down below 35% and then recharges back up to 100. So if you're running solar like we are, the batteries are pretty much staying around 100% while the van sits here in the driveway just off the solar power. So the last virtually years and years and years, probably long after I'm old and can't use the van anymore. So that's reassuring news. So also there was another thing I was going to show you guys. We have been pulling out the toilet from underneath here in the center in that U area and sliding it on the carpet right there. We would just slide it out, and this thing is just sitting right now in a piece of 1/4-inch plywood, which it worked. There wasn't a problem with that. The only problem was too, it wasn't high enough, and so the handle on this thing would keep catching on my brace, the 2x4s there, and it kind of made it a problem. So I thought, okay, so how do I make this thing roll out here easier? I mean, obviously if you wanted to slide, I would, just get some 1x1s, and I could have screwed it to the bottom, sand the bottom down really well, and that would have worked too, and it would have raised it up. But I happened to find, while scanning through Amazon, these little rollers that they use on conveyors. Let me show you what they look like. So I guess you could say this was a van build hack, but it works pretty good. They're a little noisy, as you can hear, but when the toilet's on there, it's not so bad. It just sits in there, and you just roll it out. Roll it in, roll it out, and then we secure it with a 2x4 right there. Pretty simple, cheap, and it works. Alright, I'm going to start putting these L brackets in different various points and keep this thing from moving around, and then I'll put those anchors in. I think I have one cable that'll go over there. I'm not sure yet. I have to go look for it. If not, I'll have to order one. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Here we go. So I mounted one there, one inside here, and the other one is right there. So it's really stable now. So we'll go ahead and get those anchors mounted. Let me show you guys another hack. It's this right here. You can get these on Amazon. They're great for keeping doors closed and drawers too while you're traveling. So basically we put it on this storage cabinet here. You just pop this open, comes off, close it, and just push on it, and it locks back in place. It will not open. It's got two-sided tape on each side. So I know a lot of you guys have problems keeping drawers and these, like on these cabinets and stuff, closed. I happen to use some Velcro, this white Velcro on these cabinets, and so far they're pretty heavy duty. They've been holding up. So haven't had anything open yet there. And then on this little Rubbermaid cabinet, we use the black Velcro, but I'm going to switch those out. They haven't opened, but they're not as strong as that white Velcro stuff is. So that's another hack for the day. Okay, that one's in. I'm going to go around the back and remove some of this stuff, because I'm going to put this on the outside of that 2x4 back there. It'll be a lot easier, and I think stronger. By the way, those of you who are probably looking at this earlier going, that's not heavy duty enough, that cable. I know. So I am going to get a stronger one, thicker one. But for right now, that's all I had. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to mount that, the other anchor right here. And then we'll run the cable over into the front. If you're all wondering what this is my shore power, which I have mounted under the van to plug in for if we have if we stay at a place where there's hookups. So both of those will charge up, both the Delta and the Blue Yeti AC200 Max. Okay guys, that will wrap it up for today. It got kind of hot out there, so I came in. At the end of this video, I'm going to put some pictures on there of what we did to the van recently. I talked about it the last video. So what we had put in was an Eaton True Track locker, which is it has an open diff in it, but this is going to be a limited slip now, so we have more traction, so we can go on some trails and off-road and not get stuck in the sand at the beach and stuff like that. So just take a look and see, and thanks for following along with us. We appreciate you guys. Peace out and be kind to each other.